We're going to talk a little bit about your nutrition and your diet.
I like, to eat properly, not only because I play football, but it's for your health, the most precious things that you have in your life.
He is 41 years old. He just played his 6th World Cup. He started every match. He ran. He pressed. He scored. And when Portugal lost to Spain in the last 16 and he walked off the pitch in Dallas, wiping tears from his eyes, the question the entire football world was asking was not why he was crying. It was how on earth he was still out there at all. Most footballers retire at 35. The ones who make it to 38 are called legends. Ronaldo competed at the highest level on the planet at 41. And his body, according to the fitness tracking company Whoop, that monitored his data throughout the season, performed like a man 12 years younger. When Whoop published that report, Ronaldo posted it with 3 words: "The data doesn't lie." His name is Cristiano Ronaldo, and what he eats every single day is the reason he is still here. Start with the number behind everything. 6 meals a day, not 3, not 2 and a snack. 6 smaller meals eaten every 3 to 4 hours, from morning until early evening. This has been his system for over 20 years. It does not change based on how he feels or what is convenient. It does not have cheat days. It does not have off seasons. It just runs. His personal dietitian, who has worked with him since his Real Madrid days, built this structure around a simple idea. Your body cannot perform at its peak when it is running low on fuel. Small meals eaten frequently keep blood sugar stable, energy consistent, and digestion light enough that it never interferes with training. His former personal chef, Giorgio Barone, gave an interview that surprised a lot of people. Barone worked with Ronaldo at Juventus and spent years cooking for him daily. He said, "Let's debunk this myth that footballers eat special things. They eat really simple things, but well and healthy." He also said his discipline is truly unique. "I have worked with many players, some World Cup winners. They eat well, but sometimes are a bit frivolous. They don't have the discipline that Ronaldo does." And when asked about Ronaldo's daily protein targets and calorie counting, Barone was direct. Ronaldo does not obsess over numbers. He does not weigh food or measure macros. He just eats clean, real food, a lot of it, because he trains a lot. No cheat days, no shortcuts, no compromises. That is Barone's summary of 20 years in Ronaldo's kitchen. So what does he actually eat? Breakfast depends on his schedule. On mornings when he has time to sit with his family, he eats cheese, ham, low-fat yogurt, fresh fruit, avocado toast, and a cappuccino. Not a protein shake designed in a lab. Real food. Eggs, cheese, avocado on bread, fruit on the side. On busy mornings when there is no time, he replaces it with a protein shake to keep the nutrition in without the delay. But the full breakfast is always the preference. A few hours later comes the next meal. And this is where you start to see what Ronaldo actually loves. He is a fish person. Specifically swordfish, sea bass, sea bream, tuna, and cod. These are not foods some nutritionists told him to tolerate. These are foods he grew up with on the island of Madeira in Portugal, where fresh fish from the Atlantic is part of daily life. His favorite meal in the world, the dish his mother made him as a child. The dish that has followed him from Madeira to Manchester to Madrid to Riyadh. The dish his restaurant in Lisbon now serves using the original family recipe is bacalhau à brás, salted cod, onions, thinly sliced fried potatoes, scrambled eggs, mixed together in a pan and served simply. Not a celebrity chef creation. Not an expensive cut of imported meat. A working-class Portuguese dish that costs almost nothing to make and has been on his plate his entire life. The same dish his mother made in a small house in Madeira when he was a teenager with holes in his boots. The same dish that now sits on the menu of his restaurant in Lisbon, made using her original recipe. That detail matters. It tells you something important about his entire approach to food. He is not chasing the newest superfood or the most expensive protein source. He is eating what is real, what is clean, and what his body responds to. The fish gives him high protein and low fat. The eggs give him complete amino acids. The potatoes give him slow-releasing carbohydrate, a nutritionally complete meal his grandmother would recognize. Lunch and dinner follow the same logic as everything else. Lean protein at every meal. Chicken, fish, lean beef. Vegetables and fresh fruit throughout the day. Smart carbohydrates. Black rice or red rice instead of white rice. Whole grain options instead of refined flour. Everything cooked with olive oil and simple seasoning. Nothing processed, nothing fried, nothing from a packet or a tin. His intake scales with his training load. On a heavy day with 2 sessions, he eats more. On a lighter day, slightly less. The volume adjusts. The quality never does. He said it himself. I eat a high-protein diet with lots of whole grain products, fruit and vegetables, and avoid all sugary foods. The best training doesn't help if it's not combined with a good diet. His chef said it plainly. Ronaldo does not eat because food excites him. He eats because it is fuel. The food he puts in determines what his body gives back. Every meal, every day, treated with the same seriousness as the training session that follows it. Now the 3 things he refuses to touch. And this is where the gap between Ronaldo and most people becomes impossible to ignore. No alcohol. He has not had a drink in years and is genuinely not interested. Alcohol disrupts sleep, blocks muscle recovery, raises inflammation, and delivers nothing the body actually needs. For a man whose entire edge depends on how completely he recovers between sessions, every drink is a debt paid back over the next 48 hours. He decided long ago no occasion was worth it. No sugary drinks. At the Euro 2020 press conference in June 2021, 2 Coca-Cola bottles sat on the table, placed there by UEFA as part of the sponsorship deal. Ronaldo looked at them, moved both out of the shot, picked up water, held it toward the room and said in Portuguese, then English, "Agua, drink water," then muttered Coca-Cola with visible contempt and sat down. Coca-Cola lost 1.6% of its share value that afternoon, $4 billion in market cap, because one footballer moved 2 bottles off a table and said nothing else. No processed food, no refined sugar, no cheat days. Giorgio Baroni was clear. Ronaldo has not had a cheat day in over 20 years. The consistency is not an occasional achievement. It is the whole point. The food is only half of what keeps him running at 41. Recovery is where his real edge sits, and it is treated with exactly the same seriousness as training. Most athletes focus everything on what they do in the gym. Ronaldo focuses just as hard on what happens after. Sleep comes first. A sports medicine specialist confirmed Ronaldo sleeps 10 to 11 hours across the day, including shorter naps during daylight hours. He works with a sleep coach who adjusts his rest schedule around training load and upcoming matches. The specialist was direct about the science. The leading cause of muscle injuries in professional footballers is not how hard they train. It is how little they sleep. Ronaldo is not undersleeping. He wakes at the same time, naps at the same time, and goes to bed at the same time whether there is a social event on or not. Sleep does not fit around his life. His life fits around his sleep. That discipline, applied to rest instead of training, is what separates his recovery from every other player his age. His home has a cryotherapy chamber, a hyperbaric chamber, and an ice bath. Daily physiotherapy. He has spoken about making his son take cold baths after runs. His son objected loudly. Ronaldo did not negotiate. Whoop ran a full biological age analysis on his data. His body is performing at the level of a 28-year-old. He turned 41 in February 2026. He posted the results with one line: "The data doesn't lie." Before his last World Cup match against Spain, Ronaldo said, "Don't think I love going to the gym every day. I'm just like you, but I know I have to do it." That one sentence is the complete answer to every question about how he is still competing at 41 against players who were in primary school when he signed for Manchester United. He is not superhuman. He does not bounce out of bed each morning energized and excited to eat his 6th clean meal and skip the social drink and be in bed by 10. He is a person who gets tired, who has things he would rather do, who has days when the whole system feels exhausting. The difference is he does it anyway. He has been doing it anyway, without exception, without a cheat season, without a period of letting things slip, for over 20 years. When Portugal lost to Spain and he walked off the pitch in Dallas for the last time in a World Cup, wiping tears from his face, applauding the crowd that had come to watch him. His body was in better condition than most 28-year-olds who have never competed at any serious level. That is what 20 years of 6 clean meals a day, no alcohol, no processed food, no shortcuts, and 11 hours of sleep actually produces when you do it without exception. Just a decision, made every single day, long after it stopped feeling special.